What's up guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're deciding which team we're going to use for Pokemon Legends ZA. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so today I'm choosing my Pokemon team for Pokemon Legends ZA. So going into this video, I definitely need to talk about how excited I am for the new Mega Dragonite Mega Evolution. Even though I've already used Dragonite on every single Pokemon team I've ever used, I mean, who doesn't, right? I mean, I have used a Dragonite on every single Pokemon team I've ever used, on every game I've ever played, which is almost all of them, and I'm still excited to use it once more, just to get a chance to use the Mega Evolution, which some people don't like, but I actually do like. I actually love it. It's pretty cool, and it's not a bad variation at all. People hate the wings on top of the head. For me, it's not that bad. I like it. And just to show some proof that I'm not lying, this is a Dragonite that I met in the Kanto region in 2017. So he's a level 100. You can see I'm not bullshitting here. I've had Dragonites since the beginning of time. I even have a level 100 Charizard that I got from the Kanto region. He was actually one of my starters. But we're getting a little off topic now. I just wanted to show that off. Alright, so we've gone over how in love I am with Dragonite and how I'm going to continue to keep using it. Let's get into the rest of the video. Alright, so this team right here is my first pick of the team that I want to go with in Pokemon Legends ZA. You'll see there I have a shiny Eevee. Not sure if I want to turn him into a shiny Jolteon or a shiny Umbreon. Now again, just like Dragonite, Eevee is one Pokemon that I brought with me on every single journey. Jolteon and Dragonite, always my two favorites, always brought them with me through every single game. And now I finally wanted to see what it'd be like to have a shiny Jolteon. But at the same time, we're thinking about going towards a shiny Umbreon, because I've never had a journey with an Umbreon, and that shiny Umbreon just looks so nice with the blue stripes. But at the same time, a shiny Jolteon would look nice as well. So moving forward, we also have our Dratini, met in the Johto region. That's nice. And as you can see, it does have extreme speed, and I'm gonna work on getting it to learn Safeguard. And that'll be the kind of Dragonite that it is. Extreme speed, Safeguard, probably gonna learn Dragon Dance, just to power up. And then after that, we have Alakazam. So you see 5 Pokemon here. I'm making space for Tepig. Tepig is gonna be my starter in Pokemon Legends ZA. He's gonna be my fire type. So there's lots of different Pokemon sitting here. These are all my options, all the different ones I want to use, but I just can't decide which one is the right team. I have these 2 spaces open right here for Tepig and Victreebel. Especially considering Victreebel has a new Mega Evolution, I definitely want to use that. And I cannot for the life of me decide between Alakazam and Gengar for this team. They're both level 17, which is amazing. I just cannot, to save my own life, decide which is better, Alakazam or Gengar. But yeah, this is the main team right here. Pineco, Lapras, Eevee, Dratini, and Alakazam. So you see guys, what I'm doing is, whenever I play a Pokemon game, I don't just catch whatever random Pokemon they have. I usually come with my own team. I bring my own fresh team of Pokemon that I want to bring with me. Every Pokemon game I've ever played, I've made it like so much funner than it already is, because I bring my own team. And then I go with what the starter they have for me. So this one I'm going with Tepig, so that I have a fire Pokemon in that one. And what I do in each Pokemon team that I make is I always make sure there's 3 things. A fire type, a water type, and a thunder type. That's what I do in every single team, and then I just build off of it on the side, whatever. Ghost, steel types, flying, whatever. But I always gotta have my fire, water, and thunder types. And guys, when it comes to the Alakazam and the Gengar, I cannot decide. So please guys, in the comments, leave some comments below, help me decide which is better, Gengar or Alakazam. Alright, so let's take another look at the main team I've chosen here. So in order to complete what I want to do, put Tepig here as my fire, Lapras as my water. I'm gonna basically need to evolve this Eevee into a shiny Jolteon to complete that. Alright, so moving on to the team that is my second choice is right here, this bad boy right here. Let's take a closer look at it. Alright, so for my water type, I'm going with Wooper because everybody knows that Quagsire is a beast of a Pokemon, okay? Thunder cannot affect Quagsire, so he's a water and a ground Pokemon that cannot be affected by thunder types. That is huge. That is so powerful. And on the other hand, I've never used a team with Wooper ever before, so in Gen 2 and Pokemon Silver and Gold, I decided to go with the Red Gyarados, which I have right here. Shout out Red Gyarados, let's go. But yeah, back to the secondary team. We have Wooper, Dusclops, definitely gonna evolve him into a Dusknoir. Dusknoir is insanely powerful. Dusknoir is probably one of the most powerful Pokemon in my opinion. Almost overpowered, definitely OP when it evolves. So that's definitely why I'm going with Dusclops. Growing up, people always had different names for it. Scizor, Sizor. Most of the time I go with Sizor. But yeah, I've had many Sizors in my life. I've used them in a lot of different journeys. I transferred it from Pokemon Go. And it's pretty low level, so I love this Pokemon, so I decided why not, let's go with it on a team again. And then we have Mimikyu, my fairy ghost type. Always good to have a fairy type. Knocks out dragon types really easy. Also love that it looks like Pikachu. And then we have Charmander! Charmander! Yeah, basically chose Charmander because I want to Mega Evolve him, which is really cool. I always love going with Charmander. And then over here, you might notice some Pokemon that are a little more high leveled. There's a level 60, there's a level 42, my Steelix is level 60. That's because I caught them in Pokemon Legends Arceus, or I was lucky enough to get them through a trade. Same with Alakazam and Gengar. You know, I don't have anybody to trade with, so I'm gonna have to start off with some high level Pokemon that require trade. And Golem and Steelix are actually some of my favorites. Basically, what I want to do with Steelix and Golem, even though they're very high level, I'm gonna need a lot of badges in my shirt pocket, like Ash, so they can gain my respect. Which is really weird when you think about it, is like, how does a Pokemon know how many badges I have in my shirt pocket? You know, like, a Pokemon will not listen to you at a high level if you don't have enough badges. And it'll say in the captions, like, the Pokemon doesn't have respect for you or something, like, what? Like, you better get some respect for yourself, right? So, basically what it'll just be like a brick wall. It'll just be like, yeah, a brick wall so I can survive. Something I just have in the background, like I'll have like 5 level 5 Pokemon, and then if I lose at the first gym, I'll have that backup to keep me alive, so I'll never lose. So that is, in a way, that's the positive of having a level 60 Pokemon like Steelix or Golem when you've only got 1 badge. It's a backup. It's a backup. It's a just in case. It's a brick wall. And I say it's a brick wall because it will not do anything back. Okay, you might get lucky and it'll listen to you once, maybe once out of 20 times, once out of 10, but yeah. If you don't have badges, your Pokemon at a high level is not gonna listen to you, my dude. Alright, so, and when it comes to this team right here being my secondary team, I have the fire and I have the water. And I'm leaving this space open here for Victory Bell or a Bellsprout, which I already have a Victory Bell. I have 2 Victory Bells. See, I have one named Amon. It's like, Amon. Met him in the Kanto region. Takes plenty of siestas. And then we have this one, same, met in the Kanto region, but it likes to thrash about. So probably gonna breed those to get a nice, strong, powerful Bellsprout. Especially considering these Victory Bells are actually pretty strong. They have pretty good moves already. So I'll definitely be breeding those for my Bellsprout. So basically, to get around what I was saying, my point is I have the fire and I have the water, but I don't have the thunder type in this team. But as long as I have a grass type, like Victory Bell, I'll be fine. Because the grass and the thunder types are just there to fight off other water types. And just real quick, want to point out about the Charmander team is, yes, I will be missing out on one of their starters, Tepig, Totodile, Chikorita. Yes, I'll be missing out on those. But I will have my Mega Charizard, so that's fine, to be honest. As long as I have my Mega Charizard, I'm good. I can sleep at night. And I am definitely a big fan of Steel types. That's why you see so many. And also keep in mind that these teams are not all in order. A lot of them are pretty scattered. They're just here. I tried not to use too many legendaries. I have Celebi, That's basically the only legendary shown here. Some people believe Victory Bell is somewhat of a pseudo-legendary himself. I also kind of believe that, and I'm really excited for this new Mega Victory Bell evolution. Like, it looks cool, I like it. It's kind of silly, it's huge, it's fat, but I like it. They say it's all full of acid, that's why he's like that, and he's so full of acid that he has to tie up his mouth with his vines, which I love. And like I said, I'm trying not to include too many legendaries, but I do have this level 15 Articuno from Pokemon Go. I would really love to use a Articuno at a low level against some early gym leaders. That'd be pretty cool. I might end up doing that, but not sure. It's really tempting, especially with a level 15 Articuno. I've also had a super hard time deciding between this Ferrothorn or this Pineco. I cannot decide between these two. Or Pharaoh Seed, I'm sorry. Yo, which one to go with? I have no clue. They're both so great too. Let me know in the comments which one you guys thinks is better. But honestly, I decided to go with the Pineco because I'm such a big Gen 2 fan. Always been such a big Generation 2 fan. Alright guys, so let's wrap this video up. One more time. Alright guys, so as you can see, I am really excited for Pokemon Legends ZA. And let's not forget about the fact that it is coming out for the Switch 1 and 2. So I'm not going to even have to get a brand new system. I can keep my Switch 1. So the fact that I'm not going to have to buy a brand new system just to play Pokemon Legends ZA is huge. That's a huge plus. Because honestly, I'm not even done with my Switch 1. I'm still enjoying my Switch 1 and all my games to the fullest. But alright guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave comments below letting me know what you think about the team that I have chosen to go with for Pokemon Legends ZA. I'm out guys, peace. What's your favorite Pokemon? What's your favorite Pokemon? What's your favorite Pokemon?